Today we are diving into something we all need: inner strength. We're going to build a really practical guide to building up that mental and emotional resilience to handle, whatever life throws at us. So let's get right into it.
Have you ever wondered about this? You see someone who just seems to handle stress with grace, while maybe you're feeling completely swamped? We all face it, right? Work pressure, family stuff, just the general uncertainty of things. So what is the secret? What makes the difference?
Well, here's the big idea, and it's a game changer. Mental and emotional strength isn't something you're just born with. It's not a lottery ticket, it's a skill. Think of it like a muscle that you can strengthen through small, consistent daily habits. And that's exactly what we're going to walk through today.
So how do we do it? We're going to look at this through two pillars that are totally connected. First, we have psychology, the power of our mind, our thoughts, and our feelings. And second, naturopathy, which is all about the wisdom of the body. Because here's the thing, a healthy body is the foundation for a stable mind. They're two sides of the exact same coin, and you really need both to build that true, lasting strength.
Okay, so let's start with the mind. That internal monologue you have going on all day, the story you're constantly telling yourself, it is incredibly powerful. Getting a handle on it is pretty much the first step to becoming more resilient. We've all been there, right? These thoughts can feel so automatic. Why me? But here's the catch. This kind of thinking creates a feedback loop of negativity. When we let these thoughts run the show, we're basically training our brain to feel helpless and anxious. And over time, that just wears down our mental fortitude.
But here is the really good news. You are not your thoughts. You can actually step back, observe them, and you can change them. And the most powerful way to start doing that is by simply changing the question you ask yourself when things get tough.
This one question, it's amazing how much power it has. Instead of focusing on the problem and getting stuck in that why me loop, it immediately shifts your brain into solution mode. You're actually reframing a challenge as a chance to grow. And that, right there, builds so much confidence.
All right, our second mental habit is all about rewiring your brain to notice the good stuff. It's gratitude. And the practice is so simple. Every single night before you go to sleep, just take a minute to think of 3 good things that happened that day. And they can be tiny, like a good cup of coffee or a nice chat with someone. By doing this, you're literally training your mind to scan for the positive.
And the third habit for your mind is emotional honesty. Look, it is perfectly okay to feel angry or sad or frustrated. That's just being human. Trying to suppress those feelings is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes a ton of energy, and sooner or later, it's just going to pop right back up. The real key is to let yourself feel it, and then express it in a healthy way. Talk to a friend, write it down in a journal, anything that gets it out. You'll be amazed at how much it lightens the mental load.
Okay, so we've worked on the mind. Now let's switch gears to our second pillar, the body. Because you just can't have a strong mind in a body that's been neglected. Naturopathy teaches us that our physical health and our mental health are just direct reflections of each other. And building this physical foundation can be way simpler than you think. You don't need some huge dramatic overhaul. In fact, research shows that just 15 to 20 minutes outside in nature is enough to significantly calm your brain down. A quick walk, sitting in the sun, it's one of the most powerful and easy to access medicines we have.
The next habit is something you can literally do anytime, anywhere. Think about it. When you get stressed, your breathing gets all shallow and quick, right? Well, that connection goes both ways. By consciously taking slow, deep breaths, you send a direct message to your nervous system saying, hey, we're safe. It's okay to calm down.
And the payoff for this is huge. Seriously, just 10 minutes a day of mindful breathing can boost your concentration, lower anxiety, and give you way more control over your emotions. It's such a small investment for a massive return in mental clarity.
And finally, we get to the absolute basics. I know, these aren't flashy, but they are completely non-negotiable. Eating a balanced diet, getting enough good sleep, moving your body every day, and drinking enough water. Think of this as giving your brain the high-quality fuel and raw materials it needs to function at its best, especially when you're under stress.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? Building resilience isn't about some massive, heroic act. It really is all about the small, consistent choices you make, day in and day out. It's built in that moment you choose to ask, what can I learn, instead of why me? It's built during that 15-minute walk outside. It's built with every single deep breath you decide to take. Every one of those small actions is a vote for the strong, calm person you want to become. It's a journey, one small step at a time. And this really just says it all, doesn't it? True strength isn't about having a life with no problems, because that's impossible. It's about building the inner ability to face whatever comes your way with calm and with stability. And that is an ability you can absolutely start building today.